Hello everyone, back to tuning in to today's video weekend forecast for today's video. So as always on Saturday we have a look at weather for the weekend. Very interesting forecast this week, going to be turning much colder with severe overnight frost and even a little bit of snow, particularly so for more northern areas but not exclusively so. I'll get on with weekend forecast for you in a moment. Just to say about the first video today was the 6 AM upload. I've also released the ECMWF 42-day forecast. Check out those two videos if you'd like to do that. And got a 10 to 14 day coming up later on this afternoon. That will bring you update with all the latest stratosphere developments and whatnot. So everybody say thank you so much to Weather Outlook and also Vector for supplying the charts for the weekend forecast. Thanks so much. The link to both those websites in the description with the video. Right, let's crack on then. So, it's been a wet and windy morning across much of the country. The last of the persistent rain is clearing from the southeastern corner, leaving us with lots of heavy showers, particularly packing into northern and western areas. Also some very strong winds coming into the north and west as well. Here today, toxic pressure chart. Low pressure is dominating to the west of Scotland. Got a weather system moving cross country, weather fronts moving cross country. Then introduced a bit colder northwesterly. And this is the beginning of the weather turning colder for the coming few days. So rest this afternoon will take the outbreaks of showery rain away from the southeast corner. Things will turn brighter then across central and eastern regions, still with a few showers. However, the focus shifts to the north and west, where there will be some very heavy showers through the course of this afternoon, merging into longer spells of rain. Not only rain, some sleet and snow will start to get added into the mix across some parts of Scotland, especially high ground, hills and mountains. We'll see the showers turning increasingly wintry. Very windy in the north and west as well, with gusts of wind eventually by the end of the afternoon for western Scotland, probably approaching 80 miles an hour, but otherwise widespread inland gusts of around 40, 50 or 60 miles an hour. And even in the south and south and east, it's going to be pretty windy through the course of the afternoon and into the evening. Temperatures still very mild in the southeast corner at around 10 to 12 degrees, but otherwise we'll be seeing the temperatures ranging excuse me, we'll be seeing the temperatures ranging from around, say, 3 to 7. It will be turning colder as the day wears on. Overnight tonight, the area of low pressure crosses Scotland and we start to bring in a northerly wind, so we're going to find further heavy showers and longer spells of rain in the north and the west, and some of those showers will turn increasingly wintry, turn to snow across Scotland into low levels across central northern parts of Scotland by the end of night. Meanwhile, a band of rain, sleet and snow will push southwards from Scotland into Northern Ireland and northern England. Rain showers through Wales and southwest England. They might start to turn a bit wintry over high ground by the end of night, and then the Midlands, much of eastern England, probably mostly dry tonight, but there will be a few showers coming through. Going to be a windy night with gusts of wind, particularly through northern England, Northern Ireland and Scotland. Some of Scotland going to around 50, 60 miles an hour. And even in the south, we'll see gusts of wind widely around 30 to 40 miles an hour. Temperatures will be turning cold across Scotland with widespread frost and ice there. Temperatures going down to -2 or -3. Generally staying above freezing further south with the strong winds. Tomorrow, Sunday, we'll see the cold air from the north gradually pushing further southwards. So we're going to have that band of rain, sleet and snow through Northern Ireland and Northern England in the morning. That will edge southwards and tend to fizzle out a little bit through the course of the afternoon as it gets to Wales and the Midlands. Snow showers will follow that to Scotland. And then much of central southern England will stay mainly dry through the day anyway. And there could just be a few showers coming and going. Perhaps some heavy rain showers in the southwest later on in the day. Temperatures tomorrow will be very cold in the north, only around freezing to +2 or +3. In the south, probably getting up to around 6 or 7, but it will certainly feel colder than it has done recently. And they have a bit of an issue as we go through into Sunday night and Monday morning with this area of low pressure. Quite a lot of uncertainty about how far north that low pressure is getting. It's probably just going to bring heavy rain along the south coast. However, if that low pushes further inland, say gets up towards London, for example, then on the northern edge of that wet weather, there could be some snow. So just a bit one to watch, really, on Sunday night, quite what's happening with that area of low pressure. However, most likely scenario is that below just runs along the south coast, taking outbreaks of rain, possibly with a little bit of sleet and snow mixed in if it gets far enough inland. And then further north, the rest of the country will be having a relatively dry night, although snow showers are likely across central northern Scotland. Wintry showers around western coastal areas. Will be a very cold night in the north, with the temperature going down to -5, -6 degrees, holding above freezing, of course, with the outbreaks of rain further south. Then that low pressure moves out into the southern North Sea on Monday, and we all go into that run of northerly winds, so outbreaks of rain, possibly of sleet and snow, again in the far south and southeast first thing on Monday morning. That clears away, and then we're left with a run of northerly winds that brings snow showers into Scotland and running down western coastal areas as well. There might be an area of wintry showers as well on Monday morning through parts of Wales and the Midlands, possibly a little bit of snow through there. That's something you've got to firm up on as well. But generally Monday will be a relatively dryish day with good sunny spells, but there will be snow showers again in the north and around those western coastal areas. A very cold day on Monday with temperatures only ranging from around -2 to +2, really, across most areas, and a widespread and relatively severe frost, actually, on Monday night. Tuesday finds us under this shallow trough of low pressure and within very cold air, so we're going to have more snow showers across Scotland, and there will be snow showers in western areas as well. Very uncertain about how much snow we're going to be. Only takes a little trough or something to band those snow showers together, so it's a case of watching this space with that. Generally, the further south as you go, the less likely it is that you'll see snow. But even there might be some snow showers at times. It's going to be a very cold day again on Tuesday. Despite having plenty of sunshine, temperatures will only be ranging from around -2 to +2 once again. And by night, temperature could well drop down into minus double digits, particularly in the north, where we've got snow cover, temperature going to -10, which is just 14 Fahrenheit, or perhaps even lower over snow cover across parts of Scotland. Into Wednesday, and we've got a little trough maybe pushing southwards on the eastern side of the country. So, again, quite uncertain with this, but we might see some snow showers running down the east coast, or wintry showers down the east coast turn to snow as those showers push inland into some sort of eastern central regions. Meanwhile, snow showers continue through northern parts of Scotland. Elsewhere, west area, perhaps seeing the wintry showers easing off a little bit, with more in the way of sunny spells. And it will be a cold day again on Wednesday, with temperatures again only around -2 to +3, something like that, and a severe frost early and late where skies are clear. Now, by the time we get through to Thursday, high pressure begins to ridge in from off the Atlantic, turning weather mostly dry, although some snow showers could continue around eastern coast areas, but probably mostly dry day on Thursday. However, another weather system could start to push into west later on in the day, bringing outbreaks of rain, maybe a little bit of sleet and snow through parts of Ireland, Wales, southwest, and in quite a bit of uncertainty about that. I think the first low will be struggling to move in on Thursday. So a relatively dry but very cold day, with temperatures ranging from around -2 again in the north to around +2, +3 in the south. The far southwest of England, if we do get some outbreaks of rain, since they might see some slightly less cold air, temperature going to around 5 degrees. But I think generally Thursday is a relatively dry and cold day. On Friday, another weather system is moving in from off the Atlantic. That could bring a band of rain, sleet and snow across the country on Friday. Snow, particularly on the leading edge, then turning back to rain later on. Minor air beginning to move into the west, perhaps, with temperatures recovering through parts of western regions up to around 9 or 10 degrees. Still cold both for central and eastern areas, with temperatures there probably only around 2 or 3 degrees at best. A lot of uncertainty by this point, I have to say, and that uncertainty continues into next weekend as well. Just how far in does this milder air get? High pressure on this GFS range trying to build over the country and across Scandinavia and get the wind into the east. So just watch this space. We're probably going to turn things milder at the end of next week, at least for a while. But how far in that milder air gets before that high pressure starts developing over Scandinavia, remains to be seen. So let's just wait and see for Friday and the weekend. Very uncertain. Just have a quick look at charts and weather outlook. So, of course, we've got the wet weather out today, and we will find the rain turning more towards snow across Scotland by the end of day over high ground. Tomorrow will be a colder day, and a colder day still on Monday into Tuesday. Very cold day. There will be snow shower, particularly in northern areas. Wednesday, again, another very cold day. Could be some snow in some places. Got to firm up on the detail with all of this. And then into Thursday, generally staying quite cold, but there could be a slight thaw and milder weather into the far west, southwest with some rain later on. And then into Friday, well, still looking quite cold in the east, but turning a little bit cold out west. But again, a lot of uncertainty by Friday whether we do get that milder air in or not. So in summary, it's going to be turning up much colder in the week ahead. Be very mild burst after January is on its way out. Temperatures are set to plummet. We're going to be seeing hard overnight frost, locally severe in some places by the middle of the week, and there will be snow around as well. The devil really is in the detail with where the snow is going to be, most likely in the north, but maybe not exclusively so. Wednesday, I think, could be the one to watch. There is a chance of some snow across southern counties on Sunday night if that wet weather gets far enough in, so just watch your space on snow possibilities in the coming days. But the main story is that it's turning much colder, so, you know, get ready, get set. Temperatures are set to plummet in the coming days. We're going to be back later on with your 10 to 14 day, which will include all of regular features. Come back for that then. For this week's weekend forecast, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.